effectively done by chair work because they're just, it's the world has evolved.
Right.
Spider is, oh man, not outdated, but just a certain level.
Right.
Go back to work. Go back to work. You are obviously you're more versatile, and yeah, I'm a fan of BMU, because they're engineered for perfection. The in your that BMU in particular, no, because that's going to still be trial and error and just inevitable issues.
Uh-huh.
As to chair work, you're going to simplify that because it'll be just two ropes, less machinery, less, issues, to go wrong, yada, yada, yada.
No mechanicals. Yeah. No mechanical stuff going on.
Worst thing, on your safety, and you are trained to self-rescue yourself from your safety. So, it's more dangerous driving to work in your car,
right?
Statistically speaking. So, man, if I could, I'd take the train.
Dude, but I'll back that up because people go, "Oh, it's safer to fly than it is. It's safer to fly than it is to drive your car." Yet, there's probably 5,000 planes in the air, but 10 million cars on the road. So,
Yeah, I guess it's just, you really never know. I guess I wish I could be a pilot too, right? I just rappel my way to Puerto Rico.
There you go.
And yeah, I'm a city man, and I like this. I'm from Puerto Rico, but I was also raised here in Seattle. I was technically born in Seattle.
Yep.
And I went back to Puerto Rico when I was 19. Then 19 years later, I relocated back to Seattle because of chair high rise.
Yeah.
So much of it, so much work, not competitive. You're really just doing work that nobody wants or is available, just available, whoever wants to go eat it up, eats it up.
Right. So do you work for somebody, Mike, or do you work for yourself?
I'm on payroll for 2 companies, and I own my own company, have my own accounts, have my own buildings, but I'm never on the clock. I'm really just a piecework specialist. So I just go and do the building. You tell me how much money, I get it done, and my wife does all the stuff that I don't like to do, which is interior, balcony, stuff that gets me, couldn't be inside. I got to be hanging on the side of the building. If not, I'm not happy. I won't be happy. So being owner-operator, I got to be in the, the front lines with everybody else. If it's a windy day for everybody, it's a windy day for me too. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, I've seen a lot of videos. You work at night a lot of times, correct?
Yes. And you know what? That's not easy to be able to, to train and obtain, because people have a natural system, and that's why some people work nights, some people don't work nights. That takes years of experience of training yourself to stay up all night long.
Right.
And then learning how to clean windows too is also another trade too. You have to learn separately. And that building right behind me is the actual building we're talking about. That's the Westlake monorail, and the monorail ends at 11 p.m. and opens up at 7 a.m. So you got to do the drops between those hours.
Yep.
And 8 drops. I can do them in 2 nights by myself or 1 night with help. But
now,
like I said, the night is where people start dropping like flies.
Right.
They could be experienced, but once the time clock hits, that's it. Me, I'm a normal human being because I worked the night shift at a gas station in Puerto Rico for 10 years. I hated every day of it.
Yeah.
But I was able to train myself to stay up all night long. It was a horrible job. Horrible. And just like all my MMA training, and I got at least 40 professional fights with MMA, boxing like top, basically the same shit Conor McGregor did, just a lot less money.
Right. So, how long you been cleaning windows, Mike?
Huh?
How long have you been cleaning windows?
Exactly 9 years.
Okay.
9 years isn't really that long either. I came in I started on a rack in Puerto Rico, and then as soon as I got to Seattle, I immediately switched to a D4. And same with my safety. I switched to an ASAP. And in Puerto Rico, they just, they're still, I introduced them the ASAP.
Yeah.
It's just, there's levels to it in rope access, and that part has been evolving. But window cleaning has stayed the same in old school, so that's why I don't criticize it either. It's just that's what they know, that's where they were trained, and it takes time to train something else out into a new system. Really.
Right.
I feel like I was a guinea pig in that sense because I just came to Seattle. It was like a tech capital. I had to use my phone for GPS, way more efficient.
Right.
Yeah, it's been a trip, man. Total window clean has been my life, and now I'm gonna be that guy I'm gonna die. So I'm gonna clean windows dying. When they hey man, that guy way up there, man.
Yep.
He ain't moving.
Dude, so
that's he's like 100. That's gonna be me.
So I saw a video of you, which is what probably caused me to send you a friend request. When you were standing on this skylight and I think someone was rinsing it with a hose, and you were just scrubbing it in, leaning back over this, looked like at least 40, 50 stories, and you're kind of dancing around. I'm like, dude, this guy is next level.
Oh man, you know what? That's the building right behind us right there.
Okay.
So those are called Century Square. The nickname on that building, no joke, is Century Scare. No joke. And I got my penthouse on the top over there, man, and that's my bat cave, and nobody I could sleep there if I wanted to. It's
right.
It's just beautiful. Okay, now that's a 30-story building. Exactly. And the real physical part on that building isn't that particular drop you see me doing. That was just a brush and flush dome. But the ladders on the face right there is where you have to ladder up, rig your rope, ladder up again, re-rig your rope, because every drop you have to move. You have to bring up your 7-gallon bucket, move, climb in your chair. So it's just a really, 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 really physical building. Apart from the fact they call it Century Scare.
Right.
Like I said, it don't scare me for nothing, man. I eat that one up. And then you gotta land on 3rd Avenue, which just happens to be one of the worst streets in the city too. Like,
right.
You gotta have combat training just to land, bro. Like I'm telling you, man, these mofos need body shields because it's savage down there.
Right.
It really is. It really is. In the whole city, that's the worst avenue, right there. It's just like a ghost. Drive-bys. People getting hurt, stabbed, constant crime allowed.
It's accepted, right?
Yeah.
Is that why you started doing MMA so you don't have to worry too much?
That's funny, right? Thank God I was trained in MMA. I never thought I'd be ended up doing windows, and I'd be, the athleticism is where I'm really thriving in this, sport, because I call it a sport trade because it's so much core work hanging on these ropes. I could sleep on the side of the building, but my wife makes me go home. That's my kryptonite. That's my kryptonite. I got a wife and a daughter, and they demand time, and girls are a lot of work, and then I'm like, obviously the translator too, because I'm the only one bilingual in the family. Well, no, my daughter is bilingual, but my wife is not, so I have to translate every single word for her.
Right.
Right.
Well, I was honestly, Mike, because I've never heard you. I've never heard you speak. I was expecting this huge Puerto Rican accent, but that's not there. You sound like a gringo.
Yeah, man, totally. You know what, man, and I'm kind of a city guy here because I was born in Seattle, but I was raised in North Everett, and North Everett has some high rise too, which I actually happen to do them all. I just got the follow the yellow brick road for buildings, man. Just I got the tunnel vision. I just look at a building, I can already see the drops, and it's my passion. I love it. It's a challenge. It's the glass hour glass that you flip. As soon as I touch a building, that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
It's running.
Right.
It's like a puzzle. And then you have obstacles too, which is weather. Rain.
Right.
And well, the rain actually helps sometimes because you just blast through it. In a really rainy day, it's actually not that bad of a day of a window. Believe me, if you are cleaning windows in Seattle, you're going to work in the rain with
Right.
a rain gear, like fishing. All these guys from South America just don't agree with it whatsoever. Whenever I post videos on the vertical page, they all go nuts. They're like,
right.
You can't get your God, man, it's the stupidest thing ever, and just whatever. And I know back east too, because of lightning. Some people don't either. So we never have lightning scares over here for some reason.
Yeah.
I've never heard of any lightning scares over here, at least. But
right.
Used to say, like I said, I'm 9 years into it, and I feel like I'm that second generation where, I'm really not old school, but I know all the old school guys, and I can understand the old schools, and I'm 43, not a kid no more, so got a wife and kid too, so I try to be as straight as possible. You know what I mean, gentlemen?
So I take it Mike Arosa doesn't clean any houses.
Man, that would be torture.
Hey, Mike, I just wanted to let you know that Seth and I are not talking because we're getting really bad feedback, but we want Mark. That's why Mark's doing all the talking. Just so you know, it's not because we don't like you, bro.
Yeah, I shut my mic off, but
yeah, we just shut our mics off.
Yeah,
we're gonna
so
let
it
Mark
sounded
interview
better.
you, okay? Because it sounds better if it's just you two talking.
Oh man, thank you, man. Oh yeah. By the way, that's my new partner in crime. He's an old school guy from way back in the day. Everybody knows him well, respected, and we kind of just share the piecework, his side, my side. Sometimes we'll share a side, and then just there's so much work really for chair work. Seattle's just one of I'm telling you, the meccas for window cleaning. Because also we got some special permits where we can do up to 600 feet, which is the OSHA 300 limit nationwide, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But, sometimes evolution just steps, over, the rules sometimes, like, in the OSHA sense, because honestly, a lot of them are just not too bright as soon as they approach you. At least the locals over here,
Yep.
They have like zero experience on anything. They're just there with a notebook, and you're pretty much educating them on what they're seeing. It's hilarious.
Right. So let me ask you this. What's that descender you have called?
A D4.
Okay. Now, is that different when you have 400 feet below you? You know what I'm saying? Like a rack and bar, if you have 400 feet of rope, it's hard to go through the descender compared to once you get down lower. Is that thing pretty smooth?
Oh man, that's a great example right now of how I got it rigged. Technically, my ropes are actually bundled at the bottom right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, my bundles are suspended in the air. And you're right. If it was a rack, you'd have to keep racking off, which would be some serious force, every
Right.
time with a bundle that heavy at the bottom. As to this is just like pure butter, man. Like,
Yeah.
Fact, I'm gonna stab it right now.
That's awesome. So you're how far into this drop are you, Mike?
I just finished right now.
Okay. Because I was going to tell you, why don't you go ahead and wash some, and we'll talk amongst ourselves, and we can watch you.
Say again?
I said, why don't you do a drop and wash, and we'll talk among ourselves, and you'll be in the background. We'll be watching you. Is that cool?
Awesome, man. All right, so I'll give you guys a ring when I'm back up on the roof then.
Okay.
Set up.
All right, brother.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Mike.
All right.
We'll see you soon. Be careful. That's pretty cool, right?
Oh, yeah. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's like, another first from the Squeegee Life podcast right here.
Hey, what more could you ask for?
Not a lot,
other
dude.
than not being able to hear him very well.
Yeah, I don't
pretty
care
cool.
about that. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
as soon as he called, and then I seen him, I was like, oh, this dude is like at work, dude. Well, I guess we're just going to let dude go. Yeah, if you guys are watching this, man, there's a bunch of people watching, man. Give us a thumbs up, man. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. But yeah, dude, I wasn't expecting dude to be calling us from the side of a
any window
fucking
cleaning
building,
podcast.
dude.
Someone
So
calling.
crazy.
Yeah,
Let me.
I don't want to hear anybody complain we don't talk window cleaning or do window cleaning, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point.
Dude, I'm just not for nothing, but like, don't even come at me with, dude, we're, as far as cool dudes go, we're the coolest of dudes. That's all I gotta say.
Mark came through, man.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not even that. It's not even that. I'm just saying, come on. Come on, guys. What are we talking about here? We just did it. We're doing a podcast with a dude, and he's on the side of a building. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what else to say to you guys right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what else to say to people. I don't know
I
what
would have been
else
surprised if
we have to do.
if Mike happened to call Fletcher and go, "Hey, watch this motherfucker! I'm gonna one up."
Yeah. That's what I was sitting there thinking. I was like, man, that Fletcher podcast is gonna be hard to top. And then dude's like, hold my beer.
Exactly.
Hold my beer here. Well, I'm gonna ring you from the side of this building. So crazy, man.
Damn, man.
Crazy, dude. And even if he doesn't call back, I'm cool with that. Just the fact the dude come on, hanging from the side of I don't know what else to say about it. To be honest, I don't.
You're not going to get any more live action than that, right there.
But if he does call back and does a drop, I'm not, I'm not hating on it either.
Right.
I just, he seems to be, safety is always the best policy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully he doesn't do it. Like, I was sitting here thinking the whole time, I'm like, this guy, we're going to end up getting flagged for, you know what I mean? Because
dangerous.
Danger. Yeah, we're going to get danger flagged. Because we're doing this.
Like descending and like talking on the phone. Mark's asking him questions while he's descending. I was like, all right, cool, dude.
Right.
Right. This will be the first time that we've gone live on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Cool.
I guess that's challenge accepted.
Challenge. Luckily in Nashville, I can hang at 600 feet challenge. Accepted. Accept a call. Expect a call. Okay, I ain't mad at you, bro. Hey,
yeah.
man.
Hey, Fletcher. I think you should go on Facebook if you're not already friends with Mike Arosa. Dig him up, send him a friend request, and check out his videos, dude. Because this guy, and I think you're great at what you do as well. That's why TJ picked you. But I will say that Mike Arosa is next level as well. So you could probably.
Dude, he's fucking. He's wild, man. That dude's got huge balls, dude.
Right.
Huge balls.
Yeah.
I've seen some of his shit I've seen on, because Mike's been on Facebook forever, you know what I mean? He's not really a really loud dude, or talk a lot of shit, but when dudes get on their dick swinging, you tend to see a little bit of Mike every now and then, like swinging out the side of a fucking building, no hands, like fuck you, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just to let everybody know.
You see a tremendous nutsack coming through the picture.
Huge set of testicles. Like what size? What kind of rope do you have to use to carry those?
Yeah, what
nuts
kind
around?
of wheelbarrow do you have to walk around to tote those nuts?
Right. Hey, Jacob, listen, man. It's no pressure, bro. I mean, if your internet's acting up, don't even sweat it. So, we got to figure out Jacob's got to figure out his internet. You got to do like a hard wire or something, my brother. Or we're gonna have to replace you with who's gonna be as cool as Jacob.
Let's see.
I don't know. It's
Jason Lehman?
No, no, Jason's not that fucking cool, dude. I mean, Jason's cool, but he's not that fucking cool. Come on, Jacob. Yeah, I know exactly. Nobody's cool as you, Jacob. So you got to get your internet fixed. You got to help me out here.
Big mug in a while. Come on, dude.
you got to do something here, dude. You got to figure out, you got to get a plug, like a cord. You want me to send you 100-foot Ethernet cable? You want me to send you 100-foot? Yeah, you want me? It's like $7. Well, he just moved into that house, so. You can make them, man. You need to Then why are we going through this if you can't? If you can make them, why are we going through this?
For an audio visual company, doing
yes,
he installs. The dude knows how things work.
Listen, little does he know that I'm very observant, and I pay attention to Jacob, and I know what he does for a living. So I was like, Jacob's a perfect fit for the show because he's an AV guy. He gets it. You know what I mean? Worst fucking internet, worst camera. Right. It doesn't make sense, man. He's supposed to be our guy, the tool, never ready for tool time. He's supposed to be our tool guy and the tech guy, and he's neither. Right. Even though he can do it professionally, can't do it on the podcast, refuses. Right. It's just, it's not going to happen.
Get him a webcam. Yeah. Mark got a webcam and he's got a
Right.
So, we got a bunch of orders for hats. I want to thank everybody for ordering hats. It's, at this rate, I'm most likely going to only spend like $100. So
I need to buy some hats too from you. I got to put that order in with you. I need 4 of them. I need 4 of the grays. Yeah,
well, they're not. I don't know if Mark's going to like them though, because they're not Mark hats, and I feel bad about that. I was thinking about after I did it. I was like, I should have done a Mark hat, the cloth back hat instead of the mesh, because it itches Mark's ears.
Right now,
it itches his ears. But that's not Mark. Mark likes the all cloth all the way around hats. Yeah. That's Mark's old school like that.
No, but I'm gonna buy one anyway, just because I love the Squeegee Life logo and everything on it. I'm gonna get one.
Back to fitted hats, remember fitted baseball hats in the mid 2000s? I wouldn't hate that either. I love misfitted hats.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. The only thing is this. It would have to be ultra limited run just for us because I can't. It's hard enough getting guys to read a fucking Facebook post. You know what I mean?
Start with fucking head size.
Yeah, well, yeah, and this is the hat thing is guys have been asking for so long. And, we went into the break, the 1 year break, after we do a year of the podcast, we take a break, we always have a little vacation during the holidays, spend time with our family and focus on, the stuff we need to be focusing on.
Right.
And we come out, when we were in break, all 4 of us were talking, and we were like, we're going to bring it to we're going to go to another level this year. We're going to try to step our game up every year until we're done doing this, set the bar higher and higher. And I was like, Mark came up with the Mark's March Madness, all high rise, which is what we will be doing from here on out. Every March will be dedicated to high rise guys and high rise window cleaning. It may be the same 4 guys every year. It doesn't matter to me. If we find another guy to come on, then great. But so far, Mike, Fletcher have been excellent. We're going to have 2 back-to-back safety guys and Jeffrey Scott and Michael Draper. But taking it to that next level, I was like, I definitely want to make sure that we do a hat. And I thought on several occasions, I was like, maybe we'll do a hat and, we'll buy a bunch of hats. And then I started thinking, I was like, I'm not going to spend close to $2,000 on hats, Jacob, and just have them sitting around.
My camera is shitty.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You're more handsome than this.
Yeah, way more handsome. It's your internet, my dude.
Yeah.
If you get to webcam too.
Well, see, this is the thing, guys. If this is the thing, if it gets to a point where, dudes, like, you have to order so many for the price to go down. The more you order, the cheaper the hat is. And the fact that I'm not buying 100 fucking hats, it makes the price go up a little bit. You know, if I knew this will be something that's funded by us, and I guess I can speak for the guys when I say we really don't feel like sitting on each of us $500 worth of hats until they sell $30 here, $30 there for the rest of our lives. I mean,
it's a limited run.
Yeah. So the pre-order,
ask for it.
Yeah, the pre-order thing about the hats is just because we're not going to stock these. I mean, it'd be different if windowcleaner.com was like, hey man, can we sell 100 hats? That'd be one thing, then they'd be cheaper for you guys, but that's, this is just a test. If this works out well, maybe that can happen. You know what I mean? Maybe I can get them put on the windowcleaner.com website. I don't know. I don't know. But this is a stopgap for that. $35. That includes the boxing and the shipping and all that stuff. Everybody gets a Squeegee Life hat, something they've been asking for. All the dudes that want them, get them. So,
and if you don't want one, don't buy it.
Yeah.
Quit fucking bitching about it.
Yes, thank you, Jacob.
Fuck yourself.
That's why Jacob is on the podcast, because me and him go at each other, and we're always on each other's necks, but Jacob is the first to tell people to go fuck themselves for me. So I can appreciate that. Remember, we're on Facebook. Yeah. You're all right. No. We're not going to change the podcast for Facebook. If we get removed from Facebook, we get removed from Facebook. I don't care about that. The podcast's home is YouTube. I'm only doing it to Facebook.
Is there a chat going on in Facebook too?
Well, it's all right here. It's all meshed together. So if anybody has let me see. I know I've seen some Facebooks on here.
I'm about to find out.
Jan Sacco was on here from Facebook. But most people are going to watch on YouTube. I just thought maybe running it on Facebook might generate some activity towards YouTube, and maybe someone would subscribe that wouldn't normally see the podcast on YouTube. So that was really the only reason why. If it's going to give us a whole bunch of nonsense, then I'm not gonna mess with it. But so far, it seems to be running pretty good.
No issues, right?
Huh?
It seems like the stream's going fine.
Yeah. Stream seems to be going fine. I will say this, guys. If Mike Arosa ends up calling back, me, Jacob, and Seth are most likely going to go Mike silent and let Mark handle the show. Only because Mark is an experienced high-rise guy. It's not because we don't want to talk to Mike, but I don't want to ask dumbass questions. But if somebody does have a dumbass question between the three of us, we'll just chime in real quick. But it's just because of Mike's situation.
It's backfeeding real bad. Question, that guy's gonna be me.
Yeah. So if anyone, like I said, just bear with us on that. If he comes back, I'm not holding him to it. It was cool enough. Podcast first. There's not another window cleaning podcast. Well, I mean, that's really tough to say. You know what I mean? Because there's only like two or three. I've
never seen any content like that live.
Never. Yeah.
Where is he at right now?
Seattle on a building?
Seattle on a fucking building, man. It's
that's insane.
Yeah. Absolutely craziness.
Goddamn.
Oh, look at that. I got my proof back here. First ever.
Tip jar?
Yep.
Silencer?
Well, this is the gunslinger. And then this is the predecessor to the silencer. It's got the first ever over-the-loop belt clip right there.
And whose idea was that?
I kind of asked Richie if he would do it for me. But yeah, man, these are both still serviceable. This one right here I broke, though. I did break this. The buckle pulled out, but they're both still watertight. This one was in service until I got 2 silencers.
Mine's leaking, but I put 5 gallons of water in it, and it just fucking
say that one more time
when I walk.
Did you put new lighting in your office? Because it seems crazy bright in there.
No, I just decided to turn on all the lights. I spent all this money on this new webcam, and it looks like shit all the time.
It's because you're in the dark?
Yes.
I'm
going to turn on the lights. Yeah, I'm going to turn the lights on when I use it now.
There you go.
Yeah, Jordan Nicholson said, everyone's feed is great except Jacob's. It's slow, kind of like him.
I don't even know you.
Listen, man, you say that, Jacob, but everybody, listen, this is part of being in the public eye. It's part of being a star. Yeah, yes. You're a star, Jacob.
You don't know. That's how
Jacob,
it works.
You're a star.
You're not going to be able to walk through whatever
Walmart or anything, dude. You're not going to be able to go buy donuts anymore or anything. People are going to notice you, dude.
I don't even eat donuts.
I do. I love them. There's this place down the road that makes donuts called the Donut House, and they make Fruity Pebble donuts. The filling's got Fruity Pebble smashed up in it, and then it's got icing with Fruity Pebbles on the top. And then they make Oreo donuts. It's got Oreo icing in the middle and crushed Oreos on top.
Whenever I was in high school, I worked at Krispy Kreme. And there was a time I lived with my older brother. Like, my mom moved and I didn't want to go. And there was time.
Yeah, Jordan Nicholson said, best part is Jacob Williams and I are Facebook friends.
Yeah, he added me, and I don't even know the motherfucker.
Listen, he knows you from the show, so that makes you friends.
That's fine.
Right. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your story.
That's fine. No,
my bad.
No, it's okay.
You're eating Krispy Kreme donuts.
There was times whenever, like, we didn't have any money because my brother just let me drink because he was older. So all our money went to booze, and, like, we wanted to eat, so I'd go to Krispy Kreme and get free donuts, and we'd eat donuts for dinner.
Yes. There's nothing better than being young and poor.
Right.
Honestly, like, you look at it and you hated it, but, like, some of my fondest memories are being like.
Well, Jacob's house is new, dude. Jacob's in a new house. So maybe he'll decorate later.
Yeah,
everybody wants you to decorate your wall. You need some decorations, or you need a set like Seth's. Seth looks like he's live from a fucking green screen. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like, it's all CGI.
Well, I'm not here for much longer, so a couple more months and I'm in my new bar.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's right. You got you have the architect. The architect came in and designed your studio, huh? That's nice, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting the boot out of here. This building sold.
Yeah, you told us that.
Yeah. Owns a big vacuum company, so he just came by the other day. Nice guy, and he's basically like June 1st. I have to be out of here, so I have to hustle on my my shit. It's a great time of year to be moving my office, like in the height of spring. You know, it's the fucking best.
Simply irresistible.
So how is the new house, Jacob? You're all moved in? You good to go?
No, we still got some stuff. I got to move on Saturday from the old house to the new house, and then
he's clearly needs a Wi-Fi booster or an Ethernet cable. One of the two. Clearly, he's not prepared.
The shitty thing
is Jason Lehman giving you shit about decorating? Fucking Captain Hoarder living in that room he shoots out of is like, maybe you should donate some stuff to Jacob.
Yeah,
dude. What the fuck?
Listen, he's not hoarding. He's just hiding the bodies.
Right.
They're souvenirs, all right?
Jason said 2 weeks is long enough to decorate. So what's the shitty thing, dude? Tell me what the shitty thing is, Jacob.
No, just they didn't, when they built the house, the electricians ran the cable, but they didn't run any type of Ethernet through the house. So that's the shitty thing. So I just can't put up, what my job is and put up where good Wi-Fi boosters through the house. I got like the shitty Wi-Fi boosters from the cable company.
Why can't you run Ethernet cables? It's not your house?
Yeah, it's my house, but it's a 2-story house.
So
there's not an attic. I can't get into the first floor in the ceilings to run wire.
He's talking about running like Ethernet throughout the house, not just like hooking up to the router. which you could just do, right? Where's your router?
I'm going to move my router up here.
I was going to say, can't you just like make an area where you can plug that thing in and then everyone else has shitty internet?
Yeah, you're a multimillionaire now, dude, with your big ass house.
Multimillionaire. Not only that, you are
my house
YouTube,
is just a little smaller than yours.
You're a podcast star, and you have
I
to.
I don't have an Olympic-sized pool. I have a lake in my backyard.
Dude, yeah, see, that's dope. You have God's pool.
Yeah,
that's
God's
even cooler,
pool.
Dude.
So are you in
to
townhouse or are you in
Yeah, Jordan Nicholson's right. You can't have no in your heart, bro. You just got to just do it. You can't have no in your heart.
Dude, Mark's shop is probably bigger than my house.
No, it's a house, Mark.
I wish my shop was bigger.
Mark is the richest man in window cleaning. I don't want to hear it.
You're not going to put that on me. Dude, moved to that new zip code.
4 years.
I had that for 3 years before you showed your fucking head. All right, between the royalties from SpongeBob. Right?
Squidward's house just got dropped.
All right.
Oh, hey, there's Mike.
Mike Arosa. Can you hear us, brother?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm at the top here.
Okay. Why don't you do your thing, keep the camera on your work as best as possible, and we'll carry on, and you can interrupt or talk at any time. We're going to wow us with your squeegee skills, brother.
Yeah, man. Give me 1 second to get the setup here, all right?
You do whatever you got to do.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever you got to do. This is so sketchy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you take your time, do what you got to do. Don't even sweat it.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting a demonstration, but there ain't nothing a little bit of duct tape and a cell phone won't be able to do, right?
Yeah.
There you go, brother. Listen, you make as many videos as anyone else, so you got plenty of experience because I watch your videos all the time.
Gonna be dope, dude.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like I was surprised. Like once he called from in the chair, I was like, "All right, he's not doing anything sketchy." And he's like, "Oh, I gotta put the setup in here." I was like, "Oh shit, all right."
I figured he was just like maybe 10, 12 foot off the ground. No, he's like 50 feet in the fucking air. Hey guys, I'm up at the top now. Great.
Yep.
Jacob, is your house a townhouse? What is it?
No, it's a single house.
Are you in like a neighborhood?
Yeah, I'm in like an HOA.
Oh, fun.
So they say that. So at the HOA said you're not allowed to run an Ethernet cable in your house. I'm just wondering. Aren't you an electrician or something?
I'm a little bit of everything.
Looks okay, man. It looks okay. It looks
I like the color of your robe.
There you go.
So fucking
There we go.
This is rad as shit. Yeah, well, I guess what I'm getting at, Jacob, is couldn't you easily just like fish some internet cables around in your house or something, like through the walls? You know what I mean? Like through the boxes that are already there.
In the second floor, I probably could, not the first floor.
So you're just gonna do the whole move the router, hook the cable into the back of it, and then that's what I did.
You don't have a basement, right?
No.
We're not rich like you, dude.
Most Florida houses don't have basements.
So right now, guys, if you're watching the podcast right now, Mike Arosa is, I'm not exactly sure how high in the air, but definitely high, like I have anxiety.
You can look at the building in the background. He's up there.
Yeah, he's in the air, window cleaning right now, live
20,
from his.
25 stories up.
God, this is
awesome.
Listen, man. Remember, guys. Remember where you saw this.
That's right.
All you dudes out there watching this right now, dudes and dudettes.
We have all our high-rise guys call from when they're on the road.
Yeah. If you're a high-rise guy, just give us a call. You know what I mean?
Right.
We'll keep it real with you.
Well,
give us a thumbs up.
Are we going to do a
channel.
residential month where we could watch somebody scrub a screen?
You know,
What a dick.
yeah.
Fucking dick. Dude, you do storefronts now.
Yeah. This is coming from the guy that lives his life 2 feet of ladder at a time. Get the fuck out of here, Mark.
For an hour. And send farts to me when you're bored at work.
Right.
We should just have a From the Truck podcast one day, like a 30-minute From the Truck where none of us want to do anything on a hot day.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Pretty much every day for me.
Hang out. That would be kind of fun, to be honest. I think we should do that one time.
I'll go do it right now.
I'll go do it right now.
Well, I just changed CRMs, which is kind of boring while Mike's doing something fun. But so everything now is digital. So I bought a tablet for the truck to all invoices. Everything's done through that. So it's got a great camera on it. So you could shoot a podcast from my truck at some point if anyone wanted to do it. Be fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's actually
we could go live in the Facebook group. You know?
Yeah, that would be sick. We just do that. That'd be cool.
Mario's Window Cleaning would like to know if you'd hire him, Mark.
If I would hire Mario,
yeah,
I think Mario and I would play around all day and probably get not much done. You know,
I think he's looking to move out of California.
Really? Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him. You just got to check what's on Mario's table before you go and work with him for the
day. Right. I would say come to Ohio, but it's too cold for you here. Maybe go hang out with Seth. Seth, you can make a bunch of money with Seth.
Yeah, you want to go from one commie state to another? Come on over.
Yeah.
Right.
Take you.
So this dude is just banging out windows in his chair right now, guys. You know, live on the Squeegee Life podcast. Mike Arosa
like
showing you the mad skills.
Yeah. He's cruising.
Yeah, he is. It looks like an apartment building. That doesn't look like commercial. Imagine if he pulls up and there's some naked lady in there. We'd definitely get banned then.
Is that an office?
I don't know. Is that an office or an apartment? I can't tell if
there's a kitchen. It looks like an office. There's 3 computers right there, so it looks like it's an office. Yeah. Right? It'd be funny if it was apartments or like a assisted living building.
Right.
Remember, I was doing lift work on an assisted living building like 15 years ago, and we dropped down. And these 2 old people were just banging their brains out. And it was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen in my life because you can only go so slow down in the bathroom.
Right.
Like trying to go past. They didn't stop. They didn't care. They just were going at it. They must have been late 70s, early 80s.
This is out of fucking control.
We only got an hour. I took my Cialis.
Yeah, they're on borrowed time anyway, so they're like they don't care about STDs, nothing.
None of that. None of that. They're good with all of it,
I gotta
dudes.
get you in, and I gotta go get Ethel in when I'm done with you. So come on.
So part of like Christine's charity work that she does, she will go to old folks' home and educate them on health and safety. Like, hey, like we know you're old and you can't get anyone pregnant, but like the STDs are running rampant. Like, here's a condom. Like, here's some stuff to protect yourself. And she's like, it's wild where like these 80-year-old men are like, I've never used one of these in my life. I'm not gonna use it. So she gets them to the women to try to convince them to be safe. You know what I mean? I mean, they're people. They're just old people. So they're trying to get after it.
Back in my day, we used the intestine of a lamb.
Yeah, I got buckskin rubbers.
This is so fucking rad. Mike is out there kicking ass on the side of a building right now. How fucking rad is that, dude?
Right.
Did you guys just see that angle where he come out off the building there and look down and his buddy sitting there on the other? It's so sketchy, dude. So this is so rad. I really appreciate Mike doing this. I don't know about anyone else. Anyone watching this, give us a thumbs up. Give us a share. Podcast
like one of the
first.
Guys I've seen use like lanyard connections for his tools too.
Yeah, he has. I see he's got a tool bungee on that Squeegee.
Yeah. I don't
He's
see
got one on his washer too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that when that started coming around, my guys did nothing but complain about it because it just gets tangled, it gets in your way, and it's an acquired taste. But I could probably count on less than one hand how many times I've actually dropped something. But I guess
but when you do, it's got to be an oh shit moment.
Yeah.
There's no controlling what's there, who's underneath, what's dropped.
Yeah.
And I dropped a mop. I was doing an Logan Airport's FAA tower. And I was cleaning, and I went outside, and I just moved the pole, and I came around a corner, and the wind just threw it off, so it fell like, I don't know, 10 or 12 stories onto a skywalk, and I was like, oh, thank God, because there's a ton of traffic at that airport.
I like how we're, talking, all this shit, and then Jason Lehman comes in with the fucking Alex Jones. The homeless encampments are plentiful in Seattle.
He is Alex Jones, isn't he?
Yes.
He's Alex Jones that, eats Bigfoots.
Yeah. He's Alex Jones mixed with that. Who's that dude that got busted for flying his plane? He was the televangelist dude. What's his name?
Oh, there's demons on that plane. It's a fucking guy.
Yes. Yeah. There's demons on that plane.
I was just like
who is that dude?
And just flies private jet everywhere.
Who is the
dude? Paid for.
I gotta Google him real quick.
That guy looks like a demon. Like when he was talking, he was like.
Yeah.
Sane person.
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna Google demons on a plane. There's demons on that plane.
Every single homeless in the country. Jesus. I mean, I've met some homeless people that are kind of chill. I've met some that are fucking crazy as dog shit, but I've met some cool ones.
Yeah.
Kenneth Copeland.
Oh, that's who it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah. Someone did a YouTube video and then a TikTok on him, and it was hilarious. Like that, his interview that he had.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just looks like a possessed maniac, and I love it.
Yeah. That confrontation.
Mike is busting that glass out.
Yeah, he's not fucking around. I'm mesmerized right now by it.
Yeah.
He's just doing his thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Showing you guys the other side of the coin. Anyone that gets up on a ladder and does houses and uses a street pole and does street, storefront work all day. Then you get to see this right here, dudes. Fucking on the side of the building, kicking ass, man. It's just
different aspects to it, for sure.
It's crazy. So
I could see this being therapeutic for certain people. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be cut a certain way for this to be, enjoyable. You know what I mean? I think for a lot of people, this is work, and I think for a select few, this is, fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's getting paid to have fun.
I kind of got that last week with Fletcher. You could definitely see the passion in it. And Mike seems to be an adrenaline junkie.
Oh yeah,
he's into MMA. He's into MMA. He's fought some in his lifetime, and he really enjoys hanging off the side of the building. It takes a special kind of person to do what he's doing. And what Fletcher does, what all these guys do. So, and what's going to be cool is next week we're going to have a gentleman on that's going to show us the things these do. Or, we're going to be able to talk to these guys, the next two guys, about what not the safety of it, but what it takes to be safe. You know what I mean? We're going to learn a bunch of stuff about that as well.
Yeah. And if it's something you want to learn how to do, these two guys are the ones that you need to go spend some time with.
Yeah. Jeffrey Scott. Jeffrey Scott.
If I would have found
Michael Draper
10 years ago, I'd be doing what he's doing right now.
Really?
Right.
So you'd be a fan of doing this?
Yeah. About 10 years ago, before I had a kid.
Right.
I mean, I told you I used to do swing stage work whenever I built high rises and everything, so that shit never bothered me.
Oh, okay.
I just never repelled. I mean,
I'm good about.
We could also Jeffrey Scott's class and do a drop together. I wouldn't mind. I would do it.
I'm good about 60 feet, man. That's about it, dude. Like that's pushing it. And the only time I've ever been that high is on a roller coaster, on on a work platform, or in a lift.
Yeah.
And that both are super sketchy. So
lifts are way sketchier, man.
Way sketchier.
I remember I got in a 125 lift, I think. It was like 120 or 125. And I was like, fuck this. I'd rather hang off a building any day. This is so...
Right.
Every little move is like...
Boom.
Yeah.
Diego does everything too. Diego does high-rise work. He does it all, man. He does houses. He does storefront. He does high-rise. He does a bunch of high-rise.
Diego Garcia?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
It's hard to find someone who does all of it because it's usually businesses are pretty specific to like if they do
this
commercial.
Dude just knocked out this drop. That is fucking wild, dude.
Smashed it, dude.
Smashed it. Fucking A. There you go, guys. That's a drop. Mike Arosa on a drop. Live on the Squeegee Life podcast. Mark's March Madness has come through like a fucking bullet.
How fast did he do that drop?
Did it quick, man.
15 minutes? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
15. I'd say around 15.
He was moving through that.
10, 15 minutes. Yeah.
He's
Unbelievable.
not playing around.
I gotta tell you guys, I cannot tell you guys how much I appreciate this right here. I deeply respect dudes that do what he's doing, and the fact that he was like, here, I'll duct tape my phone to me and then do a drop. That's super cool, man.
Right.
What the shit, dude?
Right. Super cool, man. Super cool. Mike Arosa, guys. Man, that was, again, how fucking cool was that, dudes? Super cool.
You ain't getting this on the Jersey podcast.
You ain't getting this on the Jerk Me podcast.
It's me.
I actually just did something with him.
Oh, did you? Nice.
It's been a minute. It's been, I want to say a couple years since I've been on the Jerk Me show.
Jerk Me show?
Yeah, the Jerk Me.
Gentlemen. Sorry about that, gentlemen. My ropes at the bottom here got a little tangled. Not usually that often they do get tangled like that. Just, I guess I was a little distracted with the...
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so, man.
Yeah, you're fine, dude. Don't even sweat it. I actually thought you hung up. I really appreciate you doing that, Mike. That was the guys in the chat that are watching the show live right now. Just they can't get enough of it, man. I think that's super cool. Here, I'll put you back on screen. I think that's super cool what you just did there. Coming down the side of the building and letting dudes kind of see how you go through the motions, cleaning glass. That was pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Honor, really was. I was more than honored to give you guys the daily demonstration that I do on a daily basis.
Right.
In life, I take it serious. I just, I look at the buildings and I fall in love with them, and don't get me wrong. I have some buildings I don't like that are just, the contrary, the whole takes out the entire, winning effort, because there's always inevitable issues or problems or weather or machinery or, I don't know if you guys have seen that one building in downtown Seattle called the Library. Oh my God, man.
Mm-mm.
Looks like something out of another freaking, sci-fi film,
Yep.
To clean the windows, they got to hang with the water-fed pole. It's like a 20-foot overhang. They got to ascend to, oh man, it's pretty stupid, actually.
Brutal. Yeah, it's kind of brutal sounds.
I said just contradicts the whole freedom on the ropes, because when you're on the ropes in your own world, you're not around anyone else. You can have your own music. You take credit for your own glass. You appreciate your glass. I don't know if you saw, but not a single piece of glass has bird poop on my building, because I scrub this mofo every 3 months.
I was gonna say while you were doing it, I was like, man, this building definitely looks like it's been maintained. So, yeah, it's like we had Fletcher on last week. He's another high-rise guy like yourself, and just to see the quality, I'm glad that we got two dudes that are really passionate about doing quality work, because I know there are some out there. I know a guy that actually taught me how to clean glass. He was Mr. Skin It, like he didn't care. You know what I mean? He just bang them out. You know what I mean? He didn't care. So to see someone also take pride in their work, I can super appreciate that, because I mean, not only are you really trying real hard to make the glass look good, you're risking your fucking life while doing it.
You don't work, if you love what you do, you don't work a day of your life.
Yep.
Literally.
Yep.
So I'm never working. I don't even feel like I'm working. I just live, and they pay me to do what I like to do. I mean, like I said, man, like for me, it's I won the lotto with my job. I love my job more than anything, and I'm just, obviously I can't speak for everyone in the world,
This almost sounds like you just won an MMA fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll beat Joe Rogan. So
yeah.
I see his fucking nose is broke up. How did that happen? Like,
You could tell. You could definitely look at Mike and tell he's been punched in the face a couple times.
Yeah.
Or he's punched people in the face.
And he's punched somebody in the face a couple times. You could tell.
MMA is MMA, and boxing is boxing. But window cleaning is where I love to really debate facts. Sounds like there's an engine going on back there. What I've definitely learned cleaning windows in two different areas, because I clean windows in Puerto Rico and then I clean windows in Seattle, was how it's very diverse, and then Seattle itself is very diverse. So it's, there's a lot of different styles of cleaning windows in Seattle. As to Puerto Rico, there's really only one style of cleaning windows. And one, big company that runs the whole window cleaning, industry over there. Puerto Rico is a big tax shelter for businesses, but high rise and rope access work, there's also work there too. And I know there's some gentlemen that are, fly under the radar and, work, high rope access over there. Everything now is so technical now with the way you word everything on what kind of business they're doing for whatever reasons, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But over here in Seattle, you don't need any certification whatsoever. You just actually have to have the experience, because anybody can buy a certificate, but you can't buy experience. You just can't. So getting into this industry is very, it's kind of hard, because you got to, find someone who's looking for a sidekick, a company that's looking to hire a bunch of sidekicks, and then are they going to, work out well with the rest of the people that are already working? Oh man, it looks like it really is not what I'm interested in terms of a long-term goal for business owner operator. I want to keep it kind of simple, like myself, my wife, maybe one employee, my daughter, my son, for example, and just, live off that, happily, really doing what I love to do only, which is big buildings. Big buildings got to be fucking big. It's not big. I'm not about to do 105-story drops. You know what I mean? But every day up in the clouds, man. Oh, it really is. So like it's healthy to, it's healthy here.
What's the tallest building that you do in Seattle, Mike? The tallest building you do in Seattle. What's the tallest building?
Oh, that's right behind me, right here.
Holy cow! Yeah, that's a big one. Now, how long does a drop on that building take?
Is that a pretty clear shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, we can see that. That's tall.
So that building is bid for one drop a day and one rope move a day. It is the tallest building in Seattle for chair work. And on the 42nd story, you have to do 12-foot pole work from the chair to get the top 5 pieces of glass, which is called the sawtooth. I didn't give these names. These already had the names, all right? Sawtooth.
Yep.
What? The design of the building, there's it's almost like a teeth-like, shape, the way the windows are lined up, and it's been for one, like I said, 1 8-hour shift a day. So a fast guy like me with a good sidekick can do anywhere from 2 to 4 easy a day. It's just an example, So if I was owner operator, that'd be pretty damn good money in a day, if you know what I mean.
Sure. Well,
Hell
listen,
yeah.
Mike, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I hope TJ, Seth, and Jacob agree with this. I know you probably get paid by the drop, and we really appreciate you coming on. I would like to have you back when Mike is not working overnight, because we know we have a 2-hour time difference, and time is money for you. So I don't want you to spend too much time with us. I want you to go back to making your money.
Time for you gentlemen today. So this isn't even cutting into my whatsoever.
Okay.
Joke. No joke. I want to
just-
keep it too, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is every day hands-on. Every day is a new day.
Yep.
And really over here in the world in general, because this is a new trade, bosun chair work for windows, and I know back east there's a lot of belt work that's just necessary because there's no other way of doing any of the other work.
Right.
No roof access because these buildings back in the day weren't building thinking they were gonna be cleaning it like they were doing it now. But the belt work over there is so overwhelming that it's almost like I said, it just counterproductive. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's just no. They have to evolve, or otherwise, it's not even best. I'm not even gonna go into that department. You guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next.
Anytime.
Listen, brother, like I said, be safe out there. Thank you for coming on.
Yes,
and
very much.
we will have you back,
Anytime.
someday soon where we can be in your living room and not taken away from your income.
Right.
So thank you for coming out, and be safe out there.
Peace, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, super awesome guy. I would definitely
Super
want to have
cool
him
guy.
back when he's not working, so we could maybe have a little more sit down time with him, like we did with Fletcher. Get to know him a
Right.
little bit better.
Right.
Get to know a little bit of his backstory. But you can definitely tell just by talking to him how much passion he has for what he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he obviously lives for this. Yeah.
And I really, really appreciate the fact that he did that, taped his phone up to his shit and did that drop for us.
dope.
That was super cool, man.
Yeah.
That was super cool. And he's another, I guess, it makes sense. His and Fletcher's personalities are, you could tell they would get along. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you could tell.
That's usually the type of guy that's
Yeah.
going to do that and is going
Right.
to last doing it is
Right.
guys like that.
Yeah.
Right. It's almost a breath of fresh air to see someone that has both of them, Fletcher and Mike, have such a passion for what they do.
Well,
and to see that they care so much about their job, and they look forward to doing it. It's obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Does it make you want to get back in the chair, Mark?
No, I honestly, there's certain, if I see it, like not seeing that, but if I see a guy on a building, I always stop and watch, and I miss certain aspects of it. The thrill went away, and then it's hard work. You know what I'm saying? Once the thrill goes away, and it was a tremendous thrill, and I've always liked the challenge. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like he said, he looks at a building, he falls in love with it. I never fell in love with a building, but I fell in love with trying to figure out how to do certain things on a building that were not necessarily set up for what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was never at a level of this guy that can drop down 40 stories and then use a 20-foot pole. I'll be honest. But I also ran my company very selective about the buildings I took. I didn't take the buildings that no one else wanted to do because they couldn't figure out how to do them. I took the buildings that everybody wanted, that were straightforward. You know, a few buildings had some sketchy shit, but for the most part, they're straight out. You know, once you know what you're doing, you can do them all day. You know.
Well, I mean, I was kind of aware, but you know, because like I said, you know, the dude that really showed me, I guess, you know, figuratively, the ropes and window cleaning was a high-rise guy, Randy.
Right.
Randy was the dude that kind of really showed me the right way to clean windows, you know what I mean? Because I'd been doing it wrong. I'd been getting windows wet and then scrubbing them with steel wool and then getting them wet again and then scraping them and then getting them wet again and then squeegeeing them and then, yeah, it was just
so
like
you were doing the Steve-O 20-step process.
on every single window, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every single time. There was like without, even if we did them weekly, we did that every single time. But you can tell, and you know, like Mark has said 1,000 times in the past, you have to have a passion to do that. And it's like the interviewing these last two guys really, for I know some people that don't realize that, but you can, now you see it. You know what I mean? So I think this was the last two episodes of this podcast, the last one and this one, are really play to that, like exposing that side of it, that narrative that it takes a special kind of person to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a special type of person to make money that way. And it's an aspect of window cleaning those dudes that do this, that high-rise guys, there's no braggadocio. There's no on Facebook, I'm the fucking man, I'm fucking this, I'm fucking that. These guys are actually the man, and they, you know, they don't talk about it. They don't talk about being the man.
The ones that do don't talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how it's always been and how it always will be.
So
and I blame them. A lot of young kids that come on this came from nothing and they're excited about what they're doing. You know what I mean? An $800 day for them is huge. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Where, you know, or learning this, or I got this job. But I think sometimes getting a little bit grounded and seeing that, you know, what other people do.
Yeah,
how difficult their job can be, or bidding buildings can kind of ground you a little bit better and being like, oh, maybe I don't know everything, or maybe there's a lot more I could learn.
Right. Yeah, I didn't, but I'm glad that, again, I can't say this enough, I'm super glad that Mark came up with this idea, because I don't think, to be quite honest with you, as far as social media representation goes and the window cleaning community as a whole, I don't think there's a lot of talk about high-rise. There's not, you know what I mean? You don't really see a whole bunch of that in the community.
You know what it is? A lot of these high-rise guys, now Fletcher kind of broke that mold.
They're too busy.
They're not looking for any.
Yeah.
Well, they're not looking for any attention. They just want to do their thing, and they enjoy it for the reasons they do, and they go home.
Yeah.
They don't rarely put pictures. You'll never see a high-rise guy go, how much should I charge for this? You know what I'm saying?
You'll never see that. Yeah. Well, I think Fletcher brought attention just because, you know, the TikTok thing, you know what I mean? He just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see occasionally you see Mike Arosa post a picture or a short video or something like that. You don't see a lot of guys doing that, and it's few and far between. I think Fletcher kind of just took the ball and ran with it. You know what I mean? TikTok is a whole different animal.
It's a wide open field, because there's a handful of guys that would do that. And then out of that handful of guys, a couple of them might want to
do it well. You know what I mean? Do it well.
Want notoriety.
Yeah.
Noticed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think Fletcher really wants to be noticed. I don't get that vibe from him. I just think he's passionate about it, what he does, and just wants to show people. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because if I was doing that, I would probably be the same. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, check this out, dudes. Check out what I do. You know what I mean? I already do that. You know what I mean? I already do that with what I do now. You know what I mean? Did you guys, either one of you guys, watch? Anyone here watch my latest vlog?
Of course I did.
I just watched it.
So what do you guys?
That, outside only
house.
That,
what do you guys think about that video? Do you like that kind of vibe? You digging it?
I actually almost said some of the same things you said while you were doing it. Stuff I say to myself when I'm working by myself. You were talking. You were literally like, "Oh yeah, the glass is maintained here," and then you paused, and I'm like, "Yeah, because you do it." And you're like, "Well, yeah, cycling it." And I was like, "Yeah, no."
By me, of course.
Certain little things that you say to yourself.
Yeah.
Your annoying dog.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog's name is Rupert.
Yeah.
You know the dog. You're like, I hate this dog, but I give.
Well, I heard him. He kept saying, "Rupert, be quiet. Rupert, be quiet." You guys didn't hear that, but I did. But yeah,
I thought it was like maybe you knew the dog because you've been going to that house for so long.
I had a fiasco where I've been shooting video for a couple of months, and the card that I was shooting all this video on is corrupt, and I've lost everything for my little project. So I shifted gears, and I'm gonna do something different. But I'm gonna do the old vlog thing as often as. Could you guys tell that I wanted to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can tell when you don't want to do something and then when you do want to do something. It's pretty easy to tell from 5 years of being your friend.
Right, yeah.
Out a little.
Yeah.
I may actually
we're
shoot
friends.
some footage 2 weeks from now.
I wish what you would do is get a memory card, like go get a memory card and record on it, and then just mail me the card. Because every video you send me literally looks like you shot it on a fucking potato.
Dude, so what I'm gonna do is my wife has a GoPro 8. She's gonna let me bring it to her. I have a pain in the ass house to do. I got it because nobody wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 160 windows with screw off storms on every window. And it's old school. I think it was built in like the 1900s. It's an old, used to be a hotel, and now it's a private residence.
Okay.
And they haven't been cleaned in like 10 years. So it's going to be like a 3-day project for us. So I figured I could get there's some weird like 40-foot ladder work where I got to take the screw off. Like the ones up top are the big ones that hang on the hooks where you got to like lift a 50-pound window off and bring it down. Mm-hmm. So I might shoot some of that stuff just because it might be interesting.
Dude, hell yeah. I mean, and I will use it. It's just the stuff that looks like it's been shot on a potato, not so much.
Well, so it's
like you sent me a super badass video. I think Andrew shot it, and you were outside cleaning. It was an awesome video, and I'm like, man, this looks so bad. It looks like you shot it on a Nokia.
I posted it to Instagram. It looked perfect.
Yes.
I think the problem is sending between an Android and an iPhone.
Probably.
The compression that you get.
That's exactly what it is.
The compression.
Yeah, you mail me a card, and I'll mail you one. I'll mail it right. I'll download it and put it right back in the mail. 25 cents. Right back to you.
There's got to be an easier way for me to send my material to you too. Like
I just told you. Send me the card. Record. Send me the card. I'll put a stamp on it and send it back to you.
They come with download it.
They come with little plastic cases. You put it in the case. You clamp it in the clamshell. Put an envelope. 35 cents. Mail it to me. I'll mail it back to you.
All right. I'll probably send you.
It might take it.
I'm not going to keep it.
But he'll mail it back.
Yeah, shut up, fuckhead. Jacob's a bitch. I was going to call you, like I was going to like put you in a category of bitches, but I ain't going to do that tonight.
Oh, ass bitch?
No. Yeah, well, something of that nature, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sack ass bitch.
Something.
I don't know.
iPhone is like, dude, listen, Zen window cleaning, shut up, you fucking nerd. Kiss sucks, you suck, and so does Android. He's a Kiss and ACD fan. Like fucking kill yourself. You know what I mean? Like, not literally.
Oh, he's a boomer head over here. He loves fucking shitty ass 70s.
Yeah, he called me a yuppie. Like, I'm a yuppie. For real, dude, like, you listen to the most yuppie music in the world, bro.
AC/DC did the biggest con of all time.
Yeah.
Where they wrote 30 songs that are exactly the same and just gave them different names.
Yes. And everybody just keeps eating that shit up.
The same time structure, the same chords.
Kiss is way worse. This is
at least...
No.
They're not even...
No. How dare you?
AC/DC thinks they're musicians.
AC/DC, every AC/DC song is the same fucking timing, the same fucking sound every time. Kiss at least switches it up.
It's the same, like...
On the scale of sucking dicks,
you hear one
AC/DC sucks 5 dicks and Kiss sucks 4. Yes.
No,
yes,
Kiss
dude,
sucks
I'm
6
sorry,
dicks.
bro. Listen, man, shut up. Cody
Dude,
Jenks,
Kiss
these
is
nuts.
Races that they're a
terrible.
joke. You know what I mean? AC/DC thinks they're real musicians. They fucking
Mark's
suck.
only mad right now because he's got AC/DC Back in Black in his CD player.
I don't have it. I don't own any
The rest of the
AC/DC,
band just
but I'm
died.
just saying, dude, musically, no, let me
CD
finish.
player. Who owns CD players anymore?
Musically, no, I don't.
You
Musically,
still got a CD wallet.
Yeah, I do. I
You got your
8
Cody
disc
Jank
changer.
CDs in
Cody
there?
Jenks.
Yeah. Listen there, Jelly Roll.
Jelly roll.
Yeah, I will say this. When you mentioned Jelly Roll, I did look into the dude. I told you before, he's got a great voice. But there was an article on him in Independent Music magazine where they were talking about Jelly Roll was on stage and he tipped over, okay? And 5 stagehands tried to right him and they couldn't, but he still finished the song laying on his side. So that said,
Still better, and it still sounded better than AC/DC. Yes, Mom, I used to love. I'm not saying I don't like Kiss, but I'm just saying it's not as cool as it used to be. It was cool when I was younger. I used to have a giant Kiss mural on my bedroom wall. Like my buddy drew like Kiss exactly on like busting through the wall. You know what I mean? It was fucking cool.
Listen,
I wish I still had pictures of that.
The attraction to Kiss is the show, the makeup, the costumes, the explosions, the spitting blood, breathing fire. Musically, they're fucking terrible. I don't give a shit.
They had to hide the
Dude, first of all, Ace, shut
Ace
the
is
fuck
the
up.
only one that can
Ace
play.
Frehley is 10 times the guitarist, that fucking goofball running around on the fucking stage with a schoolboy outfit on. Twice the guitarist. That dude shits better chords than
Anus Young.
Angus Young. That dude is fucking poo sauce. Anus Frehley.
Dude, they had to hide the fact that there were 4 Jews from New York and that nobody would ever take them serious.
Yes.
They had to put fucking makeup on.
Yes,
dude.
that's exactly why. Kiss is way better than AC/DC. I'm sorry, dude. Those are just the facts of the matter.
There's so much 70s music to actually like that if you like that, I'm like, oh man.
Have you ever heard any Kiss disco music before me?
Jews,
You're going to sit here and try to tell me that
Australians.
AC/DC is better than them? Please stop.
Dude, let's not diss Australians. Australians
I
are
was
basically
made for
Texans.
loving you. Come on, dude.
Australians.
AC/DC. Dun, 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 dun. Every
this
fucking
song.
song's the same song.
Listen.
Listen.
Yeah, but listen to
Listen.
this.
Listen
I
to
want
this.
you to when we you need to play that song.
You need to play
Kiss
that song, Kiss song.
Shout it out loud, dude. They say 5 words the whole time. Shout it out loud over and over. That's all they say.
Shout it out loud, yeah, woo!
And let me tell you
Listen to
another
Love
thing.
Gun, he's talking about his dick. Dude.
Listen,
Yeah, dude. Like,
listen. If Paul
Listen, there's
Stanley was
nothing-
not a
Old Man River.
Circumcise me.
Detroit Rock City's a pretty sweet movie too.
Oh, it is.
Old Man River. You gotta stop with the AC/DC shit. Just be quiet. I'm not gonna listen. There is not one thing musically. Shut up, Jacob. That I hate fucking more in the fucking world than AC/DC. That is the worst fucking band in the history of musical instruments.
Dude, it's music made for stepdads who beat their stepdads.
Yeah.
That's what that music's for. Some guy named Alan beating his son Derek. You know what I mean? Like, that's what that music's for, dude.
It's the worst fucking music ever. Hey man, listen, Michael Medina, I ain't mad at Hall & Oates, baby. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Hall & Oates is shit. I mean, Hall & Oates shits on AC/DC all over them.
Do they have a bad song? I don't think Hall & Oates has
I don't think Hall & Oates #1 has a bad song, and I would pay twice as much to see Hall & Oates as I would to see fucking AC/DC for free.
What about Flock of Seagulls?
Way better than AC/DC. One song better than AC/DC.
You want to see Seth in high school? He had the he had the party in the front and business in the back.
Nah, dude, I had what did I have? Probably the same haircut I have now.
I
had a
Your
mohawk
virginity.
for like 1 year in like 10th grade when I was super cool, but
I was never cool. I had super long bangs.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Super long bangs, like down to here. Yeah.
Did you have like the?
That was it. Everything else
early
was bald.
'90s like under. Did you have like the undercut?
No, I was faded up a little bit, you know what I mean? But everything was kind of yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just remember like the kids that were like 2 or 3 years older than me all had like the Pantera undercut when like 93, 94. I was like, oh, that'd be dope. Like my mom just gave me a bowl cut. I'm like, this sucks.
This sucks, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I want Zen window cleaning to shut up. Please stop typing. You're on my nerves.
We all know your favorite band is My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. Tonight will be the night that I will die for you. Oh, again, let me bite my lip ring.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, you nerd.
Spencer's gift manager moonlighting at TGIF Fridays on Saturday nights. Isn't that the look though? It's kind of that
Slayer
look.
fucking rules. Rain and Blood. I have that used to be my profile picture of a glass framed Slayer CD in case of hippies break glass. Yeah. Mark doesn't know anything about Slayer. He's too busy listening to AC/DC on my bike. We're thromping through the mud on our backs. Listening to AC/DC. That's what. Freebird!
Like a late teenager, early 20s, what did you listen to?
Freebird!
Who are you talking to? Me?
Yeah, you. I'm just curious to see, like...
I'm thinking Mozart, Beethoven. That was really popular when he was a young lad.
Beethoven just came out.
No. Oh, I will say, not in any particular order. Obviously Skinner, Blackfoot, Molly Hatchet, Allman Brothers, stuff like that.
I actually saw
How about the Doobie Brothers?
Like 2 years ago.
What about
I don't own any Doobie Brothers, but I like them.
It's Michael McDonald, you fucking goofball. That's
yeah,
not
he was. I thought he was.
Yeah,
the Doobie Brothers.
that's not the Doobie Brothers though.
No.
I said
That's
what
just
about
Michael McDonald.
That's what about Michael McDonald?
Shut up,
dickhead.
No, you didn't.
Here, Yamo, be here one more time. Yamo,
We'll be here. Woo! Mark is such a nerd, man. I love you though, Mark.
Molly Hatchet's cool though. I
love you though, buddy.
I don't hate that shit. I don't hate that. Well, like, did you like Iron Maiden at all? Like, it feels like that would be in like your like wheelhouse of time, like high school and like the ending of that.
No, that
Mark
was later. That was a little later. I was just traditional country rock type.
Mark
music,
and Kate are my step parents. That's the way I feel about.
There's no way you came out of my wife.
No way you came out of my wife.
Oh, Mark, that was actually really good.
Yeah, I would have broke that poor lady. That was big baby. That was big baby.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I just for some reason see TJ not being pushed out, but physically climbing out.
No, man, I think they had to use forceps. I don't know if my moms are watching or not. I don't know. They might have used forceps. That's why
this
my
head
head's...
has been around for a long time. I'm always say sorry to my mother. I'm like, my bad, dog.
Yeah.
Right. Big Irish head children being born was not in your plan.
It's got an octopus living in it. It's really weird.
There's under the seawater there, you know.
Mark maybe listens to Hank Williams. I guess that's probably fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I like, for country, I like the real traditional stuff. You know, I'll listen to Hank 3, Hank Sr., Hank Jr. You know, Hank 3 is just out of control.
Yeah.
But some of his stuff is
I like Hank. I like
so
Senior
drastic.
and Junior.
Yeah.
Hank 3's okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's an album called Three Hanks, where they dubbed them all together, and it's hard to tell between Hank 3 and Hank Senior. They're that close. You know what I'm saying? But like Hank 3 will just sing a song saying "fuck you" 600 times and end it. You know what I'm saying? Like he does all this wild stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But,
I'm. Chris, I like the Highwaymen, Johnny Cash. You know, Charlie Daniels, David and Cole.
David Allan Coe, yeah. Dude, you remember when you
I like
upon...
outlaw country. You know what I mean? Sturgill Simpson's super fucking badass. I love Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah.
He's badass.
Absolutely.
That dude's a fucking beast. This dude countryfied in Bloom. Have you ever heard that before, Seth?
I'm sure I have.
Oh my god, you have, Seth?
Yeah, I know.
So good, dude. It's so good.
Him. I like him. I like Tyler Childers. I like some of those other younger guys coming up.
I'm just going to say it, dude. I'm going to say it. Guys, me and Seth are doing a podcast together that has nothing to do with window cleaning. We decided that since we do not like Mark and Jacob, we're just going to start our own podcast without these fucking losers. We don't like them at all anymore.
Yeah. We've had it. It's enough.
Well, here's the funny thing. I never fucking liked you.
Oh, man, you don't mean that, Jacob. You don't fucking mean that. But actually, Mark and Jacob, I'm sure they're going to be guests on it eventually, so it doesn't really matter.
100%.
Let's go back to basics on
the second we talk about classic cars, I want to have Mark on immediately.
Yes, because it's called Off the Rip. It's me and Seth, and we're just like taking topics. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna like what do we like? What do we do? Our favorite top 5 favorite bands most influential in our lives. That was the first one, and then we
we could our 3 favorite presidents.
3 favorite presidents.
We did Conspiracy about CERN and Moloch, and then we're gonna do Paradise Lost documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah. And then I think after that we're gonna do Marvel versus DC, like, you know.
Yeah.
My Uncle Bernard, if my mom is still watching, my Uncle Bernard was in the Oak Ridge Boys. Just before they went huge, my Uncle Bernard quit the Oak Ridge Boys. Oak Ridge, Tennessee, that's where the Oak Ridge Boys is from, and my Uncle Bernard was in them. I wish my mom was still watching. She would tell you. TJ looks like a 69 fan. Yeah, me and Jennifer do the 69 all the time.
Yeah.
She's got to be on top because I'm fucking huge.
I mean,
unfortunately, we haven't done it in a long time because she can't. My belly's so big she can't reach my wiener anymore. You know, so that sucks.
Wheelbarrow.
That's life.
What do you? Hey, hey!
Get in where you fit in, you know.
Favorite transgender athletes, TJ. Listen, dude, I'm gonna tell you what. Right now, that's gonna be that's actually in the works. That's gonna be an episode. Transgender athletes. We're gonna do something because that and flat Earth. That's another one we're gonna do because the transgender athletes.
Transgender window cleaners. Austin Grubbs.
Austin Grubbs is first. What's that dude's name? James Riley is second. It's a close 1-2 between James Riley and Austin Grubbs on who's my favorite transgender window cleaner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to put my wiener between his ear hole that he has anyways.
The Fireman's podcast kind of just, you know, Jason just got too busy for it, you know, and I've been wanting to do another show for a long time. It's not that I don't like this show, but our audience is kind of geared toward window cleaners, you know what I mean? And Seth and I wanted to do something that wasn't about window cleaning, you know what I mean? And you know, believe it or not, I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but Mark is kind of old school. And, you know, I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but having Mark here do this podcast with me for the last 4 years is actually a privilege. It's not something that Mark doing this is, you guys should thank your lucky stars that this dude even does this. So, so I was like, you know, as easily it could have been like, hey, Mark, I want to do something else. I just kind of figured, you know, Mark barely likes doing this.
No, you should thank the stars you're not in a Voxer chat with him and listening to fucking below ass.
Too, not only for you guys, but selfishly, like, we get to catch up once a week.
Yes, yeah.
And we wouldn't have this opportunity outside of a podcast to be able to talk like this on a regular basis.
Right. So I just don't want anyone to get the wrong impression. You know what I mean? It's not we're not ending the Squeegee Life podcast. We just want to we want to. Well, we're ending Jacob's run on the show, but that's whatever.
Full time with Jacob right now.
Come on,
It's just it's a different avenue for me and Seth to go down, and I don't, like Seth said, I don't expect people that watch this show to watch that one, because it may not be your cup of tea. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be completely honest with you, but it's going to be fun, though. It's going to be fun. I think more than likely, we have all these grandiose plans about all these topics we're going to end up doing nothing but conspiracies, because we can't stay away from them.
Oh, God,
Me and Seth are such fucking conspiracy nerds.
I know, it's like I got him into like CERN and Moloch and Saturn worship. I was like, oh, my bad, dude.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Dude. Yeah. And I was like, at first, I was like, I was like a little hesitant, and I was like, man, this is so good, though. This is so good.
It just tickles this like little funny bone of like, I know this is bullshit, but I like want to see where it goes.
Right. So we're gonna probably do a bunch of conspiracies, but most likely there'll be sprinkles of other stuff like Marvel versus DC. Who's the greatest athlete of all time type shit like that will probably be mixed in there. Who's better, AC/DC or Kiss? You know what I mean? Shit like that will probably come up. I definitely want to do Ford versus Chevy, and I got to have Mark on for that, because I need that on wax.
Yeah.
Because Mark has the best valid arguments for why LS Motors fucking suck fat cocks and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mark's got it all.
Right.
That one, I'm just going to be like, present an argument to Mark and just let him roll with it.
Right. I'm a loyal Ford guy, because my family up in Michigan, my Aunt Tammy, everyone knows Aunt Tammy, the one that Mark shoved the hot dog, put the hot dog in every picture and make sure he shoved it in every angle. Every time my Aunt Tammy or somebody was getting... Yeah, Mark, you see every picture of my fucking birthday has got a grilled hot dog cut to look like a wiener in it.
Yeah, it's in the Smithsonian now as we speak.
We
this
froze
is why
it.
I love Mark. It's because Mark has taught me that no matter how old I get, I can be a child.
Yeah,
right.
Dude,
Life's too short to be a fucking grumpy old
to be
asshole.
anything but yourself.
I'm telling you right now, you have to get that picture on. It's on the Squeegee Life Facebook page. It's the profile picture. Pull the profile picture and zoom in on that hot dog. Mark, it was, I mean, it was...
detail is phenomenal.
Yes.
Mark is very talented when he wants to be.
Yes.
Like when he wants something to go his way, it will be done right.
Even his snow wiener picture, even that was, the tip was sculpted. Like,
you can tell, like he showed pictures to us of like him and his brother-in-law with like the wiener that they built on the yard. Oh, Mark is doing this.
Dude, you want to hear something funny? Okay, so 7 months ago, I lost my brother-in-law. Mm-hmm. We built that snow wiener the day I met him. Okay, at his funeral, Kate made sure that picture went in. You know, like the big screen in the background, and it just cycles through pictures.
Yeah.
Dude. All of a sudden, everybody's laughing, right? So I'm like, what the fuck is anything funny? Kate goes, go look at the screen. And there's me and Dale standing on the nutsack. Right? So the people at the funeral home freaked out and said they had to take it down. And I'm like, no. Kate's like, no, that's not coming down. That's staying up. You know, because somewhere Dale's looking down, laughing his ass.
Right, yeah, of course. Of course.
That encapsulates, like,
as much as you're charging us for my brother's burial, how about I do what I want?
Right.
Celebrating a life here. Go fuck yourself.
TJ, what year did you turn 40?
3 years ago.
Okay.
2020?
2020.
Yeah. No, 2019.
2019. I'm going to find that picture so everybody can enjoy it.
So you're going to be 44, huh?
Yeah.
Old ass man. Dang.
44.
44.
44 Magnum, son.
The faux.
I got a plan. I got a plan for turning 44. Everyone's going to see there. I think everyone's going to be shocked, but I do have a plan for turning 44. The big 44. I'm going to go 44 Magnum on everybody.
Nice.
It's going to be great. Yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm going to be a cooler dude. No, I'm going to be a total piece of shit. I'm slipping further and further into who gives a fuck. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's great, man. I just hit that at like 35. It just started happening for me. And it's been awesome.
It's going to get worse and worse. The I don't give a fuck is going to get worse and worse.
You go to bed earlier and earlier because that's kind of happening. To me
Oh yeah,
now.
I nap all the time now. I nap all the time. I'm always napping. Like, hey, do you want to go to your mom's for dinner? No, because I wanted to fucking sleep, and now I can't because now I got to go to my fucking mom's. Thanks.
Yeah.
Your dad wants to know if we want to. No, I want to go to bed. Can I go to bed? Because that's what I want to do.
I go to bed at like 8:30 most of the time, and then I wake up at like fucking 3:30 in the morning.
I'm just listening. Look at it. Can you see it, Mark? Seth, do you see it?
I've seen this picture a bunch of times. I remember when all this happened. I was like dying laughing.
I want to get that thing bronzed.
I just couldn't. I could not believe it. Could not. Well, Jennifer, she didn't know we was pals then.
I know.
You know, it's
I forgot that she set it all up.
Yeah. She would have,
Seth?
like Jennifer said, she would have rather invited you than Josh and Tim. Had she had known, she said I would have just invited him and not them.
So, yeah, I'm way cooler.
Way cooler than those dudes.
Maybe not cooler than Shof, but
Shof stood me up for a one-on-one, man. Totally, completely fucking blew me off. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe that's a slight. Maybe that's a slight because of the whole Tim's not on the podcast thing anymore. I don't know.
Is him and Tim tight?
I don't know. Like I said, we set it up. I'll let him set the time up. It was all his thing. Whenever he wanted.
That question.
The only thing that bothered me was is I moved shit around on my schedule to do that, and that's kind of a bummer. You know what I mean? So. But, it is what it is. I still got my shit done. I just had to work a little bit harder the rest of the week. No big deal for no reward. But, it is what it is. What can you do?
Yeah.
Man.
And I said, no problem, whatever, and he never even looked at the message again. So I'm like, all right, cool, man. Cool, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of crappy.
No hard feelings. I ain't, it's whatever. I ain't got no ill will towards him or whatever, you know what I mean? I wish him nothing but the best of luck, but... there's not much you can do in that scenario, you know what I mean? Two grown men, I'm not going to be like, please, man, please talk to me, man. The same way that the deal was with Tim, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that. All of our time is precious, not just yours. You know what I'm saying? So, if I make special concessions for something like this, that's because I have a passion for doing what I'm doing with this. You know what I mean? So, if I reach out to someone like, hey man, it's for a reason. It's because Josh is a good businessman, and he come from absolutely fucking nothing to where he's at right now. So I figured that'd be a dynamite interview. Number one, and number two, he's from Ohio. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Again, like I'm not jumping through any more hoops than I already jumped through as far as I'm concerned. That's a done deal. You know what I mean? When you don't even have the courtesy to be like, hey,
well,
man.
that just sucks because I think it would have been a good interview.
Oh, yeah. It would have been excellent. Josh is a really good dude, man. He's a super good dude.
Yeah.
I'm excited to find out and see the next one you're going to do that you spoke of, but you didn't say who it was.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if that'll happen. We'll see. I'm gonna try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean? But there's one in the can right now. It'll be visible Monday, and that's with Craig. I've actually got some stuff planned to be doing with Craig. Shooting a cool ass little thing. I'm excited to be the videographer for Craig and Grace. It's gonna be cool, man. Craig's got a lot of passion for this industry, and not only is he passionate, but he's quirky too. So he's always got quirky, cool ass ideas. You know what I mean? And he like brought up
Craig grows on you like a tumor.
Yeah, dude, he's such a good dude, man.
He is.
He's such a good guy. I spent time with him one-on-one a couple weekends ago. We went to his house and everything. He's just a cool ass dude, man. Salt of the earth dude. He's a third generation window cleaner. Grace is fourth generation. It's really rare in window cleaning to see that.
Right.
And Craig he's got all of the things that a third generation window cleaner should have in his possession, like old tools, old photographs. You know what I mean? All the and has a passion for tinkering with shit like Richie does, which is really crazy. He's got his own little laboratory. That video is gonna get released soon. I'm gonna that's gonna be towards the end of the month, but my weekend with Craig will be up eventually. But and not only that, I think I'm gonna end up going and shooting some film shoot like a vlog style video with Craig and Grace. Like I'll be a videographer. I'm not going to be cleaning windows. You guys see enough of that, but it'll be them cleaning windows and me just kind of following along.
How far away are you?
About 45 minutes to an hour. It just really depends.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get up close to his service area, like Lorraine, Amherst area occasionally, but that's still not even. That's like a third of the way. So we're not even in the same market, you know what I mean? But he's close enough.
That's where my cousin lives, is Lorraine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he owns a landscaping business there for 20 years now. He's been in Ohio.
What's the name of it?
It's his last name is Spade. Spade Landscaping.
SPADE?
Yes. Yeah, he's got like green and white trucks.
Sounds so familiar. I bet you if I seen the truck, I'd know it.
Yeah,
that sounds
he just got his son
familiar.
working with them, and like his buddies. I think he's got like 4 trucks on the road now. But yeah, he's been there a long time. He loves it. I've never been to see him, but he likes it there.
Well, maybe you should.
Yeah, man, that'll be. It should, and hopefully there's. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but there's a particular home up there that's super famous. And hopefully, Craig's may or may not get to do it. And if he does, I may or may not be able to go with him. And if I do, that's going to be fucking dope. Because it's going to be twofold cool. It's going to be hanging out with Craig and Grace, cleaning windows, and it's going to be at a super cool property. I'll tell you guys off air what it is. I don't want to shout it out here, but I'll tell you guys what it is.
Shout it out loud.
There you go, Jacob. Beautiful singing voice.
I mean, you see the talent I'm dealing with here, guys.
Top
notch. I got dudes that can sculpt wieners out of hot dogs. I got dudes that can sing really good. You know what I mean?
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, I think you're great, Jacob.
Yep.
I think you're a great guy.
Who lives in a pineapple?
I loved you and my cousin.
Especially with that shirt on. Hey, Kool-Aid, you about to break through a fucking brick wall? Nigga, shut the fuck up. Hey, Kool-Aid ass, facehead ass dude. You must be related to Hoss Gilbert. He's the original Mr. Kool-Aid. You guys ever see that picture of him? I got him to do the pose. Have you ever seen that, Jacob?
Yeah.
Have I ever shared that? When my dad's doing the Hey Kool-Aid pose, and he's wearing all red. A red hat, a red windbreaker, red sweatpants. I'm like, hey, Dad, you got to do the Hey Kool-Aid. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, when Kool-Aid smashed through the wall, he smashed through the wall, and I took a picture. I was like, you motherfucker. Yes. I like it. His birthday's coming up, so you guys got to watch my Facebook. So he's going to be Hoss from the Ponderosa. He's gonna be Jesus in the Last Supper. But I gotta make some new ones because he totally embarrassed me on National Sons Day. He put up a picture with me putting a dick cookie in my mouth.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, dude,
a D cookie. I didn't really. I saw.
Yeah, it was a wiener. It was a
wiener.
It
was a wiener.
Yeah, my sister every year we do cookies. Sugar cookies, and we decorate them. We get together as a family, decorate cookies. My sister always makes dick cookies.
Yeah.
So, and if you look at the wiener, it's like hella detailed. It's got a head. It's got some veins.
No wonder why Mark is so well liked by your family.
Yeah. Ask your sister if she needs any help.
You need some help making some dick cookies?
Oh God.
I think I'm gonna make some. Some Squeegee Life shirts with sayings on them, like your sister's favorite window cleaner.
Right.
What else can we do? I mean, if I don't do that immediately, somebody's going to steal it. A rival T-shirt making window cleaning person's going to steal that. What's some more sayings we could put on T-shirts? What's some more Squeegee Life sayings we could put on T-shirts? Like your sister's favorite window cleaner is pretty dope. You know what I mean?
I like that one.
I like that. That's cool as hell.
Yeah, I like that one. So we'll put that around the design and throw it on a T-shirt. We got to figure out some other cool ones.
Picture of TJ's face that says, "I like wieners."
Hey T, you know, on some truck mud flaps, it has that chrome girl like laying out on the beach. That's what you need. That girl, and then put underneath that your sister's favorite window cleaner.
Hey, dude, Jennifer used to have this sticker of a fat guy in that same post on the back of her car. You know, because she's a chubby chaser. Yeah. So it's got this fat guy with a trucker hat on in that fucking trucker girl pose. Yeah. Yeah, that's embarrassing as fuck. But it's cool.
I actually seen a pickup truck. It said Chunky Boys, and it had a picture of that.
That's what we're gonna do, Mark. But I gotta somehow work a squeegee on into her somehow. Put it like a window cleaning tool belt on her or something.
Right.
Yeah, dog. Get him.
Jacob does the truffle shuffle.
Oh my god, that would be amazing if you put his head on Chunk.
Jersey already did me dirty and made me fucking Chris Farley from Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah, but that was kind of a dope sticker.
I mean, I have a bunch of those stickers.
And I'm kind of mad about that because the only reason why I signed up for that magazine is whenever I used the link and said I would get one of those stickers, and I never got one.
Oh, I'll send you one. When I send your hats, I'll throw a couple in there. I got you, dog.
It's gonna go on my bucket.
Yeah, I'll throw a couple in there for you. I think I've got like 30 or 40 of them.
Oh, nice.
So I'll send you a couple of them. I got a bunch of stickers. I'm gonna be doing some. What I want to do is some bucket rockers, like some fuck. I have to talk to Jen. I should probably talk to Jen before I say shit out loud. She's probably gonna get fucking mad at me. But I want to take the flaming Squeegee Life logo that says Squeegee and then Life underneath you see on the vlog cover. I want to make those for people's buckets. I think that'd be cool. But I'm just going to make them print on demand. I'm going to be honest with you, they're not going to be cheap. They're probably going to be like $15. Yeah. And I don't care if you like it or not.
Right.
Because that shit, that sticker material is fucking expensive. And Jennifer is going to, dude, she's going to come home and yell at me.
Right.
Why don't you just make them? You don't know how to...
What's that? Because I'm not smart enough. I'm not.
Oh, I'm just asking. I'm
not getting offensive. I just said I'm not smart enough. I don't give a fuck. Why don't you go have a fucking hamburger or something? Fucking.
Well, no, we should make a Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
See, look at this one.
We need to take Jacob's head, put it on like a noticeable Nick Cage body, like
a National Treasure one.
No. We got to do the one where he's Cameron Poe and he does the fucking "Give Me Back the Bunny," where he's got the long. Yeah, we got to put it in. Jennifer's dad fucking hated that movie. He would always be like, "Give me back the bunny." He would fucking mock that movie. I mean, because that's really all he did the whole movie was complain about fucking give me my daughter's bunny back. Jacob's fucking fat. Jacob, just so you guys know, Jacob fucking started it. I was being nice to Jacob, and he fucking started it again. And then he gets all wounded and shit when I come back, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm not talking no more."
What are you talking about? There's
whatever, you're a hoe.
Crybaby bitch.
You crybaby bitch. Listen, Jacob, it's not nice when you're mean to me.
Oh, that would be cool. Have you,
Well, drink some turd tonic and fucking cry a little bit more.
Carabiner Cowboys. That's a good Squeegee Life shirt. I've always had like a hesitation to do any high rise centric t-shirts because it's not something that I do. So I always feel weird about, like I don't want people to think I'm like fronting because I don't want to be fronting. You know what I mean?
but I think you get away with it. You know what? I mean, there's a lot of guys. If you look at their business cards, they got a high-rise guy on there because it's clip art, and they don't even know how to climb a ladder. You know, but I think. No, I'm just saying. I think at this point, doing what you've done, doing what you've done. Sorry, that was unfiltered. But doing what you've done, I think you could pull it off without shit. You know,
just get a descender silhouette and put Caribbean and Cowboy in the back of it, and Squeegee Life. We got tons of logos. Put a little Squeegee Life on the chest, a little saying on the back. Boom. There's shirt number 2. We got 2 shirts now.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Realist guys in
Jacob's
the room.
ass makes go boom boom. Right, Jacob? Goes boom boom, huh?
We're gonna start this.
What do you mean start this? You're the one that started it, dude. Like, I don't know what you're saying. Listen,
I don't know
man.
what you're saying.
Listen,
What
dude.
did I do?
What you need to do is once you went and dug up your fucking heart from wounded knee, put it back in your chest. Go back and watch the fucking podcast again, and it will clearly show you that you're the one that poked the bear.
You're not a bear.
Yes, I am.
You're just a little boy.
That's fine. That's fine. Whatever you think, I'm cool with it. But what I'm saying is, you started it. That's the main thing.
I don't even remember what I said, to be honest.
You started it. You started it. You always start it. It's never me. I'm always the nice one. I try to be nice and compliment you, and you won't allow me to do it, dude.
No,
you
as
want
soon
it to
as
be a
we
problem
go
at all
live,
times.
you're nice. But before
Oh, God, here we go, dude. This guy is such a vagine.
Hey, Jacob, do you keep a box of tissues on your desk there?
Yeah.
No.
Sitting there. There's no way that's one set of headphones. That's definitely 2 welded together.
You know them Sony ear headphones are maxed out.
All I know is if one of those fuckers lets loose, the fucking window's gone.
It's cutting off the circulation to his head. Well, Jacob, I like you. Even though you don't like me, I like you, dude. It's cool.
Oh, I like you, man. You know, I'm just busting your bust. I saw this video. It was like this little kid. And what kind of spider is that? Oh, it's a daddy long legs. And he goes, oh, daddy.
I heard a dude do a totally awesome oh yeah the other day. Oh yeah. It fucking was perfect.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than when Mark used to do that.
Loaded criminal.
Yeah, we gotta start doing that again.
we gotta start doing that again.
I was in Target one day and some guy did it, so I did it back. It was hilarious. You know.
Well,
I'm always afraid to be the first one to do it. So, you know?
I'm always afraid to be the first one to do it. When Mark does it, it's on Voxer. It's so fucking good, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Every goddamn time, man.
That was like pretty big for a couple months.
Your wife must have been gone for a week, and you're like cutting up PVC in your shop. You're like,
Yeah, that's right.
chopping shit.
No, it's like one of those things. I was watching a video and someone did it, and I laughed, and I'm like, I could probably do that pretty good. So I practiced it a couple times, and I said, let's see what happens if TJ reacts to this. And then the game was on.
My mom just told Zen to get a fucking drink of water because he's thirsty. Ooh. Ooh.
Just got burned.
We got wicked burned by my mom, bro. You suck at life, dude. Ooh, Mary Elizabeth just told you, son. Murr Elizabeth.
Murray. It's Turret.
Turry. I actually had a fucking...
When you do that, you sound like Charles Barkley, like talking about...
my grandma, you know, she's from the South, so when she said Turry, she said Turry. I seen your daddy, Turry.
Turret.
Turry. I seen your daddy
Sounds like
Turry
Cleveland.
at the American Legion having breakfast. Turry.
With
I
Turry.
always liked Turry. My grandpa used to talk about how my dad, he's like, when your dad was younger, he was, I tell him to do something, he would do it. I told him to go out and pull he said, your daddy bend down and he grabbed bushes, like when he was in high school, bushes by the root and fucking ripped them out of the fucking ground by the root. I mean, they built dudes different back then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are different. He'd like, you dig around and he would reach down these, I'd show you pictures of these bushes.
Yeah, it's the epitome of like strong back, weak mind. Like,
yeah, it's my dad. It's my
the
dad.
whole rest of your life, you're like, God damn it, my back hurts.
Dude, people were built different back. My grandfather used to be able to tear a phone book in half. Now, I don't know if there's a trick to breaking the binding or whatever, and the phone books were like this thick at the time, dude. And I watched him do it, and I'm like, motherfucker.
I have a pipe wrench. I have a 4-foot rigid pipe wrench in the barn that my grandfather, apparently, from what his coworkers used to say, bent it without a cheater bar.
Really?
Yeah. My grandfather's hands, he had a dick on him like a fucking Shetland pony. But he had... it ruined me for life, dude. I'm like, dude, I just like, your grandfather walk out of the shower and he's fucking smacking on both of his knees and shit. You're like, man, dude, I'm cursed. I'm cursed.
Some dick to the rest of us.
Yeah, dude. Like, say some dick for the rest of us, guy. But fucking his hands were like fucking, he had huge fucking, huge, his fingers were huge, big around too. But he'd grab a baked potato right out of the oven and fucking peel all the skin off of it for me because I refuse to eat skin.
Yeah.
Pull it right out of the oven and pull the skin off the potato for me. Or kielbasa, steamed kielbasa, he'd pull it right out of the steamer and fucking peel the skin off the kielbasa for me. My grandfather was fucking something else, man.
The goddamn character right there.
My mom's probably fucking freaking out because I said my grandfather had a dick like a Shetland pony, but she knows it's the truth. Scarred me for life, dude.
Y'all didn't set up a petting zoo in the backyard, did you?
No, he didn't. No petting zoos in the backyard. Fucking Mark Tanner, Jesus Christ, dude.
Petting zoos.
I swear, man, that's this guy. But they don't make people like that anymore. We've become frail as a race, you know what I mean?
Pussies.
Yeah, pussified. Yeah, they don't make dudes like that anymore. Yeah,
they're
that's
far
crazy.
Between.
How do we even get on that? Oh, Turry, Grandma's. As soon as I said Turry, I was like, oh, Mama. That's how Grandma used to say, I seen your dad at Turry.
It made me think of this old lady who was a store named Perry's, and she'd say the same thing. Oh, go and get a sandwich at Perry's. And I'm like, where?
Perry's.
Perry's.
Mark's fucking super awesome. You did great You did great, Mark. This is a great idea. You got everyone thank Mark for this month of podcasts. So, who do we have on next week, Mark? Do you know?
Next week we have Jeffrey Scott from Clean Green Safety Services.
Next week?
Yes. Next Thursday will be Jeffrey Scott, and then finishing up the month, the following will be Michael Draper.
And then
Expert Safety Services.
Yep, and then the very end of the month we're gonna.
Apple, Jacob. I know that you've heard about them, but this is an Adam's apple. We have one.
Yeah, the very last guest of the month is going to be Steve-O.
Yes.
Oh, tight.
Yeah, so we got a full month of dopeness coming on. So we're going to have back-to-back safety dudes on, man. That's going to be cool, man.
Right.
So Jeffrey, who's on next week, correct?
Yes.
Is someone that I've been wanting to have on the podcast for a very long time. Michael Draper, on the other hand, is someone I'm always been afraid to talk to.
No, Mike is cooler than the other side of the pillow. I got to know Mike really well at IWCA 2 years ago. We had great conversation. He's probably one of the most knowledgeable guys that you
Didn't
will
he
ever
have something to do with American Window Cleaner magazine?
He owned the magazine before Jersey took it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was his baby.
Okay.
And he's He's a good dude, so we're going to enjoy having him on as well. Jeffrey Scott, I don't know a lot about him, but I followed him, and I love what he's doing because I've always said I wish there was a Jeffrey Scott around when I started.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And I was taught by an old school guy the basics, and then you build on that. But Jeffrey Scott makes sure you go home at the end of the day. So,
yeah, I'm looking forward to next week's show. That's going to be the rest of the month is going to be super dope. It's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be so far so good, man. This has been great. The Patreon guys, you will most likely be getting Saturday. You guys will get access to the weekend with Craig before everybody else. I don't know. I won't release it till the end of the month, but you guys will be able to see it. And then I've got Squeegee 1-on-1 with Craig. That's Monday. And hopefully, well, Craig's done, and maybe I'll be able to shoot another one this month. I wanted one for every week of the month is what I wanted to do, but, Josh.
So this isn't, you interviewed him, and then you had mentioned you're going to go out and film him, Craig and Grace working together, right?
Yeah.
You need to film that setup because it appears to me as an outsider like they come to your house to clean your windows and the neighbors walk by thinking there's a green market set up with a tent and soap. And I mean, he's got a major production. Am I wrong about that?
It seems that way, but I've never actually watched them do their. That's why I wanted to go because Craig is super. I mean, he's a traditional. The dude can swing a squeegee. Don't get me wrong. However, he is super passionate about water filtration and pure water. I mean, that's his bag. He wants to push it to the absolute limit. So that's why I was like, I want to go and film Craig and Grace, and I'm probably going to go up more than one time this year.
Cool.
And hang out with them, and you know what I mean. It's just as long as the timing works out, you know what I mean. I can schedule a day where I can go hang out with them. I'm going to, you know what I mean. So if I have to work on a Saturday or a Sunday, that's what I'll do just to go hang out with them for a day. You know what I mean. So get some good video footage and shit like that. So it should be good. But the channel is gonna take off this spring and summer like big time. There's gonna be a bunch. I've got a bunch of plans, shit already set up. A bunch of stuff with Craig and Grace. I got some stuff with some other guys I'm going to be doing. I'll talk about that closer I get to it, and it's going to be cool this year. I've made investments in audio and visual equipment, so it's nice. Going to be cool, man. I'm hoping it's got Craig and Grace. They got another thing that I can't mention. I don't want to mention it, but it's going to be so fucking dope. Like green screen, like we're writing scripts and shit. It's going to be cool, man. Cool. It's going to be, cool. I think people are going to get a kick out of it. So it'll be fun, man.
Nice. As long as it's fun, that's all that really matters.
That's what I love so much about he like the passion's there, but he's just fun. He wants to do fun stuff. And just make it entertaining, you know what I mean?
Well, he brings a lot of energy to everything he does. So
yes, and it's going to be something that's like window cleaners will get. That's what's cool about it. You know what I mean? Like he wants to keep it within the community, which I like. You know what I mean? So, and that's our main goal here. You know what I mean? But I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you to Mike Arosa for coming on.
That was dope.
Our sponsors, windowcleaner.com, zeropoles.com, bugging megaproducts.com, fucking blackdiamondsqueegee.com, fucking all of them.
.direct.
Yeah, .direct, .tv, .nets. SqueegeeLife.com. All that stuff. But thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you
next week.
Next week, man. We'll see you next week, man. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, we'll be here next week.
Peace.
Those three will be. I might not be.